welcome back to my channel. This is MK Shoot TV saying good day to you all. Today we are here at the rice field of my in-laws, and together with my elder daughter Loisa is over there, and uh, the aunt of the my hubby, and we are here in the rice field, on the rice field rather, of my in-laws, and we're taking some natives vegetables that grow after harvesting the rice, and we call it kangkong and lupo. So that's an example. That's a color, have a white flowers, that an example of a native vegetable that grow after rather the harvesting the rice. And these are the surrounding over here, that mountain, we call it Mount Canyapasan, that overlooking here, and even there at my own place where I born um where I born, uh, that Mount Canyapasan are always looking or visible. That's the highest mountain in the central Panay island, so, or in the province of Iloilo. So these are the surrounding over here, quite very peaceful, peaceful place, and a nice one to live in. So it's not really crowded. Everything over here are very fresh. You can smell the air. It's fresh, and everything, even the vegetable over there, even though it is native, but we love to cook it because, well, it's very tasty, and well, you know we as a Filipino, we have some vegetables that not really known in some parts of the other portion of the world. So I don't know if in some parts of the Philippines they know about this, but, well, maybe. But every provinces and every place or every cities or every island, maybe this native vegetable has its own name. And here we call it kangkong and lupo. And, well, it's very nice uh, to cook and mix for the fish, the kangkong and the and the lupo. It's a very fresh, and I am going to find some so that you could really know at what I am talking about. So I will cut the video first and focus on what a thing or a vegetable that I am talking for. So that's the one I am talking for. This is, yeah, that's having a white flower. That's the kangkong, what I talking for. Yes, that's a kangkong, and this is a very native kangkong because the tips are very tiny, but it's very tasty. And this is free because this kangkong are grown on the ground after harvesting the rice. uh, here. So yeah, the flower, it's color white and lavender. So we're going to cut. We're going to cut the tips. Yes, this is the tips. So this is the tips, and we're going to cut over here, and this one the tips, and we're going to steam this and mix to the fish, because we as Filipino were very particular for tinulang isda, or fish soap. We always love a soap. So we mix the soap of tinulang isda or fish in our rice. That's always we always um, cook most of the day, and for those what is this, uh a normal, or a normal Filipinos lifestyle of Filipinos, usually, especially here in the province. We go on the field. We always go on the field and picking up those native vegetable, and we won't buy, or we won't both on the market. This is only free, and we can save it. Um, we can save it. We can save it because we don't spend any money for this vegetable that we're picking up here. So this is what I like in the provinces, because um, you can live without money. If one of the parents that one of the parents, or the parents of my pupils, or my pupil when I was teaching before, she says the most commodity that they needs are the rice. If they don't have a rice, they are she said that they are going die, because well, rice is very important for the Filipinos. And even if don't have any some foods like fish, pork, or beef and everything, um you would leave, because you can go on the field and find something like, for example, vegetables, or a white vegetables, or even on your backyard you can plant some vegetables and make a tinola, or we call it tinola, or you can cook with the vegetables with the only salt and water, together with some seasoning. You could um, live too. You know, life in the province are very simple. It's very simple. This is what I love in the province. I don't. Well, in the city, everything over there you can. Well, everything in the city it is very easier. But in terms of uh, peaceful place, I don't want to exchange the life in the province. I really like in the province. um if you don't have money, you can go on the field and find something, wild vegetables that very nutritious, rather in the city, that if you don't have money, well, you can't eat, you know, unless you're like a vegan, that you're asking a money for those someone, who are who pass by in your front, or sitting by in the front of the churches and ask money for those people, you know, just like a beggar. But here in the province, everything are fine. Yes, everything's are fine. You can live, you can live over here, and you can work, even though the the wage or the salary, per daily salary over here are very, quite small. And I think, um a daily salary of the people who are work on the field is only 170 pesos to 200 pesos. It's three three point $3.50, I think, um or sometimes it's lower than the $3. But people are live over here, and um even though their life are survival, yeah, survival, but well, it's quite different. And the people over here are not just like a bad, like a people over in the people over in the city, that if they don't have money, they are saying to make something like a notorious thing to find money, just like, for example, um, robbery and thief, or what else, that they could find money. But here, even the people over here are very poor. Well, they live a life as a decent, as the same. They live life, that life is beautiful. I remember when I was young, I saw my neighbors that they are celebrating the New Year's Eve with only soft drinks or Pepsi, together with tasty bread, and only a bottle of peanut butter. The kids are very happy that they would drink the soft drinks or the Pepsi, and eat a tasty bread together with peanut butter. That's even though when I was small, I do experience with that, because my mother during the time were very much poor, even though we have a rice field before. But my mom's was lived by my father, and my father got some wives. He has a second wife, and even though we are only four brother and sisters, brother and sister, before my mom married to my stepfather, you know, we do experience with the other people, with other childrens or other people, and at every New Year's, we only celebrate the New Year's together with one bottle of Pepsi, family size Pepsi, and soft drinks, and one loaf of tasty bread, and the what is this? The butter peanut. So we survive. But my mom's always said that education makes your life better. So even though we are very poor, we won't quit for our studies. We always go to the school, and so that we could educate, we would educate and find some good job after we finish study. And right now, this is the product. Even though uh, I am not, I mean, um, I have no fixed job right now, but well, we know how to survive the life, and we become a good citizen of this country. That's the good reason why we pursue to educate ourselves or ourselves. When I was in college, during my college time, uh, I go back to the university that I have only 50 pesos on my pocket. And I remember during the time, the fare on the bus is only 10 pesos from San Enrique going to the Iloilo City. And before I go back in the Iloilo City, I I go on the backyard or on the field to find some vegetables and bring to the Iloilo City, and every day we cook it and we preserve some vegetables so that we won't buy on the market, you know. And I I drop by at the city of Pasig and buy some dried fish. That's our that's my food during the time that when I study at the University of ISAT, where I do graduating my education. And after you know, I just survived to, in a normal student's um 50 pesos can't, that's not enough for the allowances, but I do understand my mom. uh it's very hard to work on the sugarcane plantation and find money, so even though my tears, or I am crying before I go back to the city because of my allowances, but well, after afterwards I do understand my mom. My mom are, you know, she don't want us to stop in our studies, and even she's find hard to work on the rice, in the rice field, and in on the sugarcane plantation, but she's always tell us that go back to the city and study. We can find money and send you through the bus where you ride. And I am so very much thankful for the bus owner because they accept the money that my mom sent from them, and they give it to me in the city. And well, sometimes they don't accept my fare on the bus, because they pity on me. Um, if I saw the driver of the bus and um, the one who collect the fare on the bus, this time or sometimes I met him on this on the town or in the Pasig City. I always thank I always thank on him because they are a part of my college life. Well, that's my life before. It's quite very simple, but I am so thankful. So this is the end of my video. Please like and comments and subscribe. I do have a lot of natives native kangkong on my on my plastic bag. So this is enough for the dinner. That's kangkong and lopo. So thanks for watching. Please like and comments and subscribe. This is the traditional life of a Filipino people saying good day to you all.